don't even think I have a mic on. Let's see. Oh, yeah, today has totally been just kicking my butt. But I am surviving. Okay, now I can't get. Oh, there it is. Let's see. Apple and peach flavors infuse this crisp and refreshing Riesling. It's world renowned as one of the finest estates in the Mosel with flavors that are light and lingering. Um, this can be paired with spicy shrimp stir fry. Well, since I can't eat that, I will let you guys go ahead and take the lead on that and tell me how you like it. I mean, it's not bad. It's not overly sweet, but I'm not a big sweet wine drinker. Hello, ladies. Thank you for joining me. Y'all, I am. This week has been a week. It has definitely been a week. Um, but I'm pushing through. I do enjoy the fact that I am a lot stronger mentally than I was last year. Because last year I would have been like, ugh, I'm not doing this. Oh, hi. Look at this. The ladies are in the house tonight. Last year I would have been feeling some stuff and just wouldn't have done what I needed to do. And I've been a lot more consistent this year with getting things done. So I'm proud of myself with that. We are officially in fall as of Sunday and entering the fall and winter favorite time of the year, even though this time of the year does not agree with me. And I've been very open about my journey with learning myself, understanding myself, and shared a lot about even with my mental health and my diagnosis with seasonal depression and anxiety. I have high functioning depression. So even when I'm going through things, you wouldn't know just looking at me. So most people, it's like, oh, they look sad, this and that. Yes, sometimes you can see it in my face, but I still go to work, still take care of my son, you know, things get done. It's not just one of those where I can't get things done. I'm going to get things done. So it is what it is. Yeah, some stuff will slack, but it's not to the point where I can't do anything. I'm just bedridden. And I wanted to, give tonight the space to help people because I know a lot of people struggle with this, whether they've been diagnosed or not. And even if you haven't been, people get depressed more so during this time of the year than any other time because guess what? The sun isn't here as much. So if you don't know what seasonal depression is, it's a type of depression that occurs at specific times of the year, typically in the fall and winter months. They link it to reduce exposure to light, which can disrupt your body's internal clock and affect the balance of the brain chemicals like serotonin and melatonin. Some of the symptoms include low energy and fatigue, feelings of hopelessness or sadness, difficulty concentrating, changes in sleep patterns, usually oversleeping, changes in appetite, especially craving carbs. I love carbs. Loss of interest in activities that you once enjoyed, and social withdrawal. Uh, a lot of people experience it in late fall. But I noticed mine actually started kicking in a few weeks ago once the heat wave died down. It just kind of really started, settling in. I was able to see the difference in the sun pattern. And it really it got to me. I said, okay, I'm falling into old patterns and not utilizing the tools that have been given to me so I can remain where I need to be and focus, things of that nature. So I had to really push through because it was getting to me to the point where I wasn't doing the things that I needed to do even for wine. I didn't want to go to the places I committed to. So if I made plans and people canceled, I wasn't tripping, things like that. So it really just is one of those where I started feeling it early. And I had to do, so now I take my breaks, more so, even if I'm busy, it's like, no, stop, go get some vitamin D. Vitamin D is one of the biggest things that you can do for yourself. Step out and get some sunshine. I leave the house when it's dark. So when I get home, it's still light outside. But with it, the changes coming, it's going to start, becoming, I'll leave when the sun is up and coming back, and the sun will start, dwindling away. So I may have to adjust and really get off on time instead of working these 10-hour days, because this is actually a little insane to me too. But um, there are natural ways to combat seasonal depression, and there's a lot of things that you can do to get it done. Light therapy. So, like I was saying, get you some vitamin D. There are light boxes that mimic natural sunlight, and you can do 20 to 30 minutes each day, especially in the morning, to kind of help regulate your circadian rhythm and boost your serotonin levels. Natural sunlight is always the best. Whenever you possibly can, go outdoors during the daylight hours, even on the cloudy days, because guess what? The sun is still peeking through. And maintain a routine. You want to make sure you try and have a consistent sleep schedule. I don't have one of those, so it's hard for me to preach that when I don't have that. I try to tell myself to go to bed at 11 every night. Doesn't quite work out. Sometimes it does, or sometimes I just fall asleep before 11. Then I can't go back to sleep because I just woke up at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and then go get in the bed, and now I can't sleep again. So that one's hard for me. But maintaining a consistent sleep schedule. I have friends that will literally, they're like, hey, it's 8 o'clock, I'm going to bed. And that's because they are up like me. I'm my alarm is going off at 4:45 in the morning. It's ridiculous. So if I stay up past 11, I am dead. And I gave up coffee. So it's even worse. um, Having a daily structure, keeping structured daily routine, helps you include time for activities that bring enjoyment, fulfillment, even when your motivation is low. I know that one of the biggest things that I look forward to are my happy hour days with my girls. And normally on Thursdays, but lately these past couple of Thursdays have just been tied up, so we haven't been able to do it. But I look forward to my happy hour days because it gives me something to look forward to, even if it's on a weekday. Um, Physical activity, it definitely helps. Like I don't, yes, intentional time. You have to, and it makes a big difference in your personality. Like I notice that gives me that boost, that I need. So that way I'm not falling into that pattern of not uh, continuing to live life and letting my emotions win. So it does make a big difference. And you just have to. You just have to. But physical activity as well is good. I don't exercise like I should, and I really have to get to it because got a wedding coming up in November, and we are trying to drop some pounds. My goal is 10 by the 23rd of November. Well, actually before then. So I need to start like yesterday. And I need to do that. But I do use my breaks, and I go walk the building. And one day I'm gonna go do uh a time lapse so you guys can see my nice little walk. It's pretty cool. So it's a good 15 minutes each break, and I do that, and it does help. So um Maintaining a healthy diet, I don't do that either. I don't. I don't. It says to focus on healthy diet, rich in fruits, veggies, and lean proteins. Avoid excess sugar, refined carbohydrates, because they can lead to energy crashes. I do the fruits and veggies, but lean proteins. Mm-mm. I love sugar. I'm gonna eat something sweet. If I'm craving it, I'm gonna eat it. I had a banana royale last week, and I probably shouldn't have, but I did, and it was good. And it is what it is. I can't eat fish, so the omega-3 that you would get from that, I can't eat because I am deathly allergic to fish, so can't do that. Another thing, which is one that I do consistently now, is therapy because that definitely helps me get all of the chatter out of my brain, which also contributes to the depression as well. As if I can get it out, I'm good. But me and journaling, I feel like all of my words are just kind of jumbled in my brain. I'm writing it out, and then it's just like I don't even think this makes sense. So it's a little hard for me sometime with that. But then when I get into therapy, I can get it all out, and it kind of makes more sense. Where it's like, oh, okay, here we go. So I definitely recommend everybody have a therapist because we all need somebody to talk to. And yes, while having that time with your girls, we all a little crazy. So yeah, we sometimes be helping each other out, but we be giving the wrong advice. Not advice, but we be, yeah, I'm gonna shut up because I ain't gonna tell too much. uh Staying socially connected, that is one of those things where I've been not cursed out, but I've been like fussed at by people that genuinely care about me because I just wouldn't say anything. I'll just go through those little phases and I wouldn't call people, I wouldn't text people. And it's when the people that cared about me were like, you can't do that. We care, we're here for you. So just let us know, you're going, at least let us know you're good. So that works out. So I always try and make time, excuse me, to engage with, my friends and my family, my support system, because isolation makes it worse. It's harder to dig yourself out of it. And you wear it. You wear it. I noticed that with me doing the work, even on the hard days, I look happier. I feel happier. It helps keep me from sitting in that funk. Now, do I always do what I need to do? No, no, because I got a whole lot of stuff that I need to do. And now I'm starting to understand that it's okay to let this be a lesson. It's okay to pay money to do some things to take something off your plate to help you get to the mood you need to be in. So I'm learning that. And now I'm like, okay, it is what it is. If it's going to help me, then it's okay. I don't always have to struggle by trying to do everything myself. So definitely, but lean on the people that genuinely care about you. Um, my circle that's close to me, they know I will text in a heartbeat, like, hey, just checking on you, or I'll send stuff so that way they know I'm thinking about them. And it does help me, as well. So it's like my circle helps me more than they will ever know because they keep me from falling into a dark place that is completely just unhealthy. So I thank y'all for being there for me. Medication, some people have it so bad where they do have to take um, meds to help them because let me tell you, if you live in places like um, Alaska, Seattle, they don't get a lot of sunlight in those days at certain periods. So it's just gloomy, it's dark. And you think about those states where they have those high suicide rates because people are going through seasonal depression. It's sad. And you're just like, but why would you still stay there? And You think about all of the stuff that they're going through, and it just makes you feel for them. So if you got to do the medication, you got to do the medication, and you got this. Vitamin D supplements. Yes, natural vitamin D is the best, but if you know that you have one of those jobs where you absolutely are just not able to get out into the natural sunlight, the supplements are just as fine. Take them in the morning though, to kind of help you, boost it. Um, and try and test it out when you don't have to be out in public so you can see how it'll affect you, because supplements affect everybody differently. So I don't want to just be like, yeah, go do this, and then you start feeling bad and you're like, well, you said. Everybody has different reactions to different things, so try it, see how you feel, things of that nature. Y'all notice I'm sipping tonight, I'm not over here guzzling this. It's not terrible, but it's not the best. I don't like, yeah, it's a little too sweet. And it's not overly sweet. I don't know. It's just something about it. Maybe I'm not a Riesling girl. Who knows? Um, mindfulness and relaxation techniques, meditation, yoga. I did, like I said, I've been very vocal about that. I loved when I was doing yoga. I really need to be intentional on making time to do that again, at least once a week, because it did make me feel good when I was doing yoga. So I do need to take more time to do it at least once a month, once a week, once a month. Cheers. Well, I hope you have something to drink too. Once a week, because oh my gosh, yoga was amazing. It's still amazing. So it does help you relax. It improves your mental state. So you definitely want to do that. I might get flagged for saying this, but yeah, I'm not going to say it. Also, engaging in pleasurable activities, doing things that you enjoy, even if your interests, kind of wane some time. So, participating in your hobbies that give you creative outlets, like this for me. New activities help improve your mood and distract you from feelings of sadness. Uh, Thank you. I appreciate that. I try. I try. This is one of those activities for me that helps improve my mood, because I know I have something to look forward to. And I think that's one of the biggest things for a lot of people. You need to have something to look forward to. Like, I know I got a vacation coming up in December, and I'm really excited about that. I'm going to have a whole week off of work, and I'm so excited. And I only had to take 3 days of vacation time. So that made me even happier. But this definitely helps me from falling into those patterns that I have been in before. I know, so my job that I'm at, they like to do different activities from time to time, and they did a pickleball day or night, I should say. They just, okay, so they had everybody meet up to do pickleball after work one night, and it was actually really cool because I got to take my son with me as well, but we enjoyed it, so it was pretty cool. I was in the works of trying to work on doing something in Arizona, but I don't think it's going to work out this year. But it's okay because I got all kind of stuff going on right now, because everybody's got all kinds of stuff going on. So I said, okay, I'm going to work on it for sometime, maybe in the spring. Yeah, that's when I'll do it then, because people got all kinds of stuff planned, so it just didn't work out. But definitely doing those things. I've got some wine tastings coming up, and we all know I love those. And I got a Christmas party coming up that I will start promoting real soon with I'm co-hosting with Generational Wealth Wine. So that's something that has me excited and looking forward to doing as well. And that's it should definitely be fun. It should definitely be fun. And constantly busy. It's just always something going on. It's never any just like, okay, let me be stagnant because I don't need to be stagnant. I realize I do need to, I mean, I need my rest days. Don't get me wrong. We all need to rest. But me having things to look forward to actually is better for me versus um not having stuff planned. So I don't try to keep like a super packed schedule, but I do want to keep enough of quality things going on to keep myself from falling into it. But you have to learn yourself. That's what the one thing I will say. Learn yourself. You have to take time to get to know yourself so you know what you're feeling, so you know, oh shoot, I am falling into this. Because when I tell you, people laugh at me when I talk about, being depressed, things like that. It's not the typical movie stuff that you see. And I do take my mental health journey very seriously because I know where I was and I know where I want to be. And I didn't want to do the medication. And no, like I say, no shade to anyone that does use it, because at one point I did say maybe I do need it, but I want to train myself to be stronger mentally for my own self, because I've also seen the effects that medications have had on people as well. So that part is what scares me, is becoming addicted to, like, oh, now I can't do this or I can't do that. So I definitely take all that into consideration, which is why um, I do some of the things that I do. But I definitely recommend taking more time. And I hate when people say, I don't tell people, oh, you can't figure things out for yourself while being, a good friend, a good, partner, if you're, married in a relationship, things like that. Having your friends, you can do all of that and still have quality relationships. So when people say, oh, you have to go be by yourself, that's completely untrue. You can have all good relationships while still learning yourself. In fact, I feel like they enhance you figuring out who you are, especially if you have the right people around you. So definitely take that time, embrace the journey, embrace the ups and downs of it, because trust me, it does get a little overwhelming sometimes. Like I tell people sometimes, like, I'm overwhelmed emotionally because I have so much going on and I'm trying to make, but it's not a bad thing for me because it just helps me understand I'm alive. So that was one of the biggest lessons that I learned in that journey within this last year, is that all that lets you know is that you are alive. So that's a good thing. And I don't overdrink anymore. Do I like to drink? Yes. Are there moments where I'm going to overdrink? Also, yes. I'm very honest about that, but definitely while it's still early in the season, take the time, to not be sad. You don't want to be sad. SAD is the the acronym for seasonal depression. So take the time to not be sad, because you want to enjoy this life journey that you're on, because life and life is short, and you don't want to miss anything and have regrets because you're stuck in your emotions. So again, like I tell people all the time, you can reach out to me. You know how to find me, Yana's Wine Corner, on all platforms. Yes, I do answer messages. It is me. And don't be afraid to reach out. It's okay. Everybody needs a support system. Um, and thank you for joining me tonight. I know this one was kind of short, but you know, short and sweet, like my wine. So thank you guys for joining me. Don't forget to hit the like button. I will link all of the details about the wine, of course, in the description, and on Instagram I do my post for that. And I got some content coming out. I will be posting a lot this week. Good night. I'll be posting a lot this week, so be looking out for that. Some stuff is going to be a little, I'm not sure. Just be looking out. I got some content that's about to come out. I done figured out some stuff, so it really made me excited. I was up way past my bedtime last night, and I paid for it today, and I actually had some coffee, and yeah, so I know I'm probably going to crash at some point tonight, but it's okay. It's okay. So thanks for joining me. I will see you next week. Um, and have a great rest of the week. Great rest of the week. We are almost there, and it is getting closer and closer to the holidays. So October 1st is Tuesday. So start pulling out your Halloween decorations. Get yourself in the spirit. Do whatever you have to do to boost your mood. So have a good night. I will see you next week.